Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here. I'm going back into Event Quest. This is the last chapter, 3.2. It's got the new Nimrod boss, who's pretty cool looking champion. And yeah, I'm kind of uploading this maybe a little bit later than I had hoped. I did this earlier last week. But yeah, Nimrod, he's got some interesting nodes on him. He has Ionized armor, where he gets his armor up after every special. Opportunist. Special burst lockdown, where you get a heal block and an armor break after his special. And then offensive specialty and truly great. So if you dex his specials, you get a passive prowess, but then you lose block penetration. And if you parry the specials, you get a true damage passive. And then if you parry on well-timed blocks, you get 100% damage reduction. So I didn't really use the truly great. I pretty much try to dex everything because I feel like I need to learn how to do that. And his specials are actually not too terrible to dex. So first I'm going with Guillotine 2099. I figured that she would just eat right through the armor, and you know, with her combo built up, she's really great for the quest. I only used her on one fight. I used Warlock on, I think, every fight in the quest to get up to Nimrod, just because he's just like really solid for it. Makes it quick, but I figured Guillotine 2099 would be able to get a ton of damage off, and she does. I do fail in this fight, and it's simply because I just miss some parries. And so here I'm trying to wait out his unstoppable and those prowess, because when you have those prowess active, you can take some extra block penetration. You can see it hit hard, but I actually got hit and again, and I'm lucky that my SIG ability has saved my combo, but again, I am just going to keep missing parries, and there I've lost my combo. And we got him halfway down, and yeah, it's just not looking too good. So the one thing that I didn't realize was, and I'm not exactly certain when it happens, it seems like it's after specials when your armor broken. I'll have to look into that ability, but you get shocked if you block. So I'm trying to dex away from here. There I get a parry off. That was unintentional. I was trying to dex away, but that shock takes a whole bunch of my health. I have 3% left, and yeah, it's just not looking good, especially with no combo. The damage is not great. His special one is really oddly slow, so don't be deceived by it. It is just slow, fairly easy to dex the beams. I'm a special 2. The special 1, I'm trying to think if I see it in this fight. I think I keep trying to push him to the special 2s just because it's very simple to dex. Gotta wait out that unstoppable, and of course I try to dex back, and I again just eat a combo to the face. So yeah, so I'm gonna go back in, and I'm just gonna finish him off with Punisher 2099. Punisher 2099 I think is also a pretty solid option for this, because once you get into overdrive, you pretty much shut his power down, and if he's not throwing specials and whatnot, he doesn't have a lot going for him. But yeah, so we finished off this last third of his health with Punisher 2099. I'm trying to dance around a little bit until I get overdrive going. There we go. And now he's going to gain very little power, especially while he's stunned. I do run max petrify, so it's a 30% reduced power gain while under the stun, and then mixed that with the overdrive, basically he gains no power, if I remember right, with his abilities. Punisher 2099, I'll look that up really quick, but I really like using Punisher 2099. Feel like he's a underrated, underutilized champ, but yeah, so while in overdrive, Punisher 2099 generates 90% less power. So the 90% plus the 30% while under the stun, they basically gain no power. So if you always stunned him and hit him, basically he would be power locked in overdrive. But regardless, we do finish him off. We do land our parries without any problem with the Punisher. Go figure. I don't really have too many issues with that in the rest of my fights, but definitely I just got whacked quite a few times with guillotine. We get the Cav offer showing up. I was looking at it, and I was really tempted to get it this time around, but again, I'm going to hold. The revives would pretty much go to waste. Energy refills I have a ton of. I do want the boost and the shards and the calves, but I'm going to hold off. I'll probably pick it up for next season while War starts up again for season 29, because I'm getting low on the 30% boost. Should make it through the rest of the season. There's only 2 wars left, but yeah, so for this next one, we're going with Doom. It's a rank 3 Doom, rank 5 Doom, rank 4 Doom. Should all work as well. Doom is shock immune, so if you do parry while you are, I think it's armor broke, you won't get shocked, obviously, because the shock damage on this dude is actually pretty significant. Let's see, what does it say? Oh yeah, so under his Blitz protocol, so this is the one with the orange lightning bolt. He will remove 1 prowess and regeneration, replace it with a shock debuff. So yeah, so I guess I didn't realize that. So if you're dexing his specials and then you go to parry, he's gonna remove those prowess and replace it with a shock. So just keep that in mind. For Doom, you can't really do the Doom cycle because you get power locked after your when you reach a new bar of power with the cowardice or whatever it has on him. So you really gotta, if you do go to special 3, if you do eat a combo to the face, you really don't want to try to go into the full Doom cycle. I mainly am doing like a medium, and then I'm just doing a bunch of lights. So I want to end up doing a light attack so I can drain him under 3 bars, try to get back up to 1 bar, but then you have a delay. So you're going to see here, we go medium, light, medium, and then we're just going to do a bunch of lights. And that's going to keep him under 3 bars, and then that special lock turns off, and then you can throw another special, steal some power. So it's not like a typical Doom cycle, but it definitely works. Harder to get off, the Hazardeth with the Fury to get off a special 2. But Doom's a tank. Plus you can get some healing off of this fight. And yeah, we are going to get the solo with Doom, but I would just say try to push yourself to special 3 with him with high power, and then you can do a medium, light, medium, and then just do a bunch of lights. Steal the power, wait till the special lock turns off, and then keep going back with some lights, steal his power, and yeah, you should be good to go. You get those power locks and stuff, so you can get some willpower healing. I did take a combo, but when you throw some specials, you do get those debuffs on you, and you can heal some. And this guy doesn't throw too many specials. If you're holding your block and kind of baiting the AI to not throw or run into you, you don't have to deal with too many of his specials. There, he does throw again, but again, his L2 is deceptively slow. It almost fools you, like as if, it's like, is this too slow to where if I dex, I'm just gonna mess up if I dex quick? But yeah, it's a slow animation. I don't think he throws too many L1s. I do have a fight later on where I'm dexing a whole bunch of the L1s. And it's also, I think it's actually very similar to Doom's L1 timing. He has a couple extra animations on his hit, but then after that, it feels like it's like a Doom projectile L1 as far as the dex on that. But yeah, so we do get the solo there, which is nice. Next up, I'm gonna go in, just because I wanted to test it out, I'm gonna go in with Sunspot. Now, Nimrod is supposed to be this mutant slayer, and we're gonna try to see if that's the case. I figured that Sunspot could do really, really well because he has perfect block when the opponent is incinerated. Nimrod is not incinerate immune, so you can see there I'm getting the perfect blocks. I'm sucking back in those incinerates, bringing back up my charges. I do miss a parry there, but I do block. I don't get smacked, which was good. Do a heavy into a special one. We get we get power locked. But it's interesting, when I'm sucking back in those incinerates, that power lock is not affected. I'm not sure how that ability works, but you can still gain some power. So we get off another special one, and now he throws his special two. So now this is where I wasn't realizing his ability. So I have Prowess, and if I parry, it will consume the Prowess and get me with a shock. If I get shocked, it's gonna start eating up my solar flare states, and that's gonna minimize some of the damage on like the special 2, and it's gonna minimize how many incinerates I put out on each hit. So here we get off another special one. I think I'm gonna get off a special 2 on this next cycle before he throws, maybe. Oh, so that one I just blocked. So that was a special one. I just blocked it. That was the first encounter. I didn't want to get wrecked. So we just block it. I'm pretty certain I get to a special 2 here, and we launch it off and get some good damage. There we go. 16k crit there. No other crits. So he's at about half health. With Sunspot, you never really want to run out of incinerates, those charges, because you lose all your solar flares. Granted, I lost them there because of the shock, but your damage output and your perfect block and all that stuff goes away. So now I'm going to try to race back to special 3. There again, I just block a special 1, and then I parry again. So this is, again, I'm not realizing that if I block after those with those Prowess active, that I will get shocked. I think I realized this in like 4th attempt. Like, how am I taking all that damage? So here, we're almost to special 3. We're gonna wait this out, wait out the unstoppable, and I think we're gonna intercept. We're just gonna wait. Oh, there. Okay, so here we go. So now we're gonna throw off special 3. We're gonna refresh all of our solar flare state, or solar incinerate charges, and basically start over. So the first round got about 50% plus off. Second round we can do that again, and as long as we're not getting shocked, that's gonna help significantly with the damage output, because you pump out more incinerates the more solar flare states you have, and if and when you throw a special 2, the more solar flare states you have, bigger damage. So again, I blocked that one, but because I'm blocking it, I get shocked. So ideal if you do have a shock immune, or you want to get that special 1 timing lockdown. It's not too difficult, but yeah, if you do get hit by it, it's gonna hurt pretty good. I think here we get to another special 2. Boom. doesn't crit too much. He's got a bunch of armor on him. I only had 2 solar flare states, and we're just gonna try to get him on this last one. We're gonna let all of those prowess fall off. I think you can really take advantage of those prowess if he throws his special 2, you dex, the unstoppable falls off, and you know you're at like a special 2 or a special 3, and you can intercept him with a special 2, or get him with a big special 3 with the prowess active. But we finished him off with a special 2, get the solo with a mutant. Nimrod didn't do too bad against my mutant, but yeah, we killed him. I'm sure other mutants can do it. I think I saw somebody post that they did it with just like Domino Trinity. So for this next one, we're going in with Human Torch. This one's going to be really quick and easy. We're going to apply Mr. Fantastic pre-fights on. We're going to apply the Flame on pre-fight from Torch. We do have She-Hulk on the team, so the Mr. Fantastic debuffs are going to get some power stings applied to him, and then every time I parry him, it will apply the power stings. And yeah, this guy's going to melt really quick. He does energy attacks on those specials, so if you do block them, you do build up smolder. And yeah, it looks like his attacks are energy, so that one block, and building up smolder. So it's gonna, this guy seems like Human Torch food to me. If I were to see this guy in war, I think I would really consider using Torch to take him down. Lots of smolder on that, and we're gonna hit him with a special 2, and then we're gonna get him in the corner. 11, 12, 13 Nova Flames on him. Is he gonna throw a special? If he's gonna throw big power sting, we're just gonna block that, build up more smolder, block it again. We do get shocked on that one, and yeah, we're just about to finish him off. We're gonna heavy spam him one more time. And does he die on this one? Almost dies. There we go, and the Nova Flames get it, take him out. So Human Torch, great option to use on that. If you can throw on Fantastic, She-Hulk, makes it even better. And then I had Thing on the team too, so the start with some smolder, and the Nova Flames incinerates last longer. So next up, I'm going to go in with Mr. Fantastic, and so this was before I realized that I would get shocked from parrying after the stuns, and that's going to be detrimental to the output. I just about solo him, but Mr. Fantastic is more than capable of soloing this guy. We apply the pre-fights, and we're going to go in and just smash away. Granted, I do have all 4 of the Fantastic Four members on the team, so Mr. Fantastic pretty much turns into a mini Void, and all of the debuffs that are on him, he's going to get damage over time. So I'm just going to parry. I'll try to parry. That one didn't work so well. Try to get clean parries, and then hold my heavy, and then release right before the stun goes away, and that's going to maximize the uptime on the Mr. Fantastic pre-fight debuffs before they start ticking down. And so it's just going to give me a more uptime to where I don't have to worry about getting the knockdown as quickly. So ideal if you can hold your heavy and then release it right before the stun falls off. That will maximize your uptime. And we're going to get him power locked, or not power locked, but the study passive 1 locked down, his special 1, to where it's going to be super weak. And I think on, the first one, I think I got an evade on, and I think some of it was auto evade. That one I just blocked. But once it's locked down with all those debuffs on, you're going to see that he's pretty much just going to evade it all for you, which is super awesome. I think I did try to get this guy to get special 2 locked as well, but I think I got him to 1 special 2, and then he started throwing special 1s. So, you know, his power gain with the suppression is gonna be minimized, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to keep pushing to special 2s and whatnot. But here we smack him down, we refresh, we got all 3 of the debuffs tripled up, and we're just waiting for this guy to throw a special. And he throws it, and I think I actually get the pre-fights falling off because of the unstoppable. So, and there I block again, block another time, and I'm getting shocked. So I really gotta keep that in mind. I should have just comboed him right there and tried to push him to another special 2. Here we get him to another special 2, but I think on this next one he's going to throw a special 1 before we get him back there, which it would have been ideal to get him locked down for both, because then you're going to, Mr. Fantastic is going to have more power gain. Again, blocking while I have those prowess up. Try not to block while you have the prowess up, otherwise you're going to get shocked. Yeah, and that was pretty much detrimental. That was pretty much most of the health that was taken from Mr. Fantastic was from me getting shocked. And again, he throws a special 1. He's locked down, pretty much auto evaded it for you, getting some willpower healing from that power lock. But now he throws a special, and now we're armor and special lock, armor and heal blocked from the special burst lockdown node. But yeah, Mr. Fantastic, very capable. And there, I was blocking. I didn't get the evade because I didn't have enough debuffs on. And I get this energy vulnerability applied to me. Yeah, and I end up dying here right towards the end. I thought I was going to be able to finish it off. Not quite. Refresh those, get him to special 2, throws that, we dex, and I think I might block again. Yeah, and again, after that I was like, I looked into the abilities, and I'm like, oh, I have those prowess, I can't block. But I still think I do in a couple other fights, just because I feel like sometimes the block and the dex, like I'm trying to dex, but I end up doing it late with the changes that have been in there. Anyways, Thing comes in, smashes it, we get the assist, no big deal. And next up we're gonna go in with Void, or is it somebody else? We're gonna go in with Silver Surfer. I think Silver Surfer is actually a pretty good matchup for taking down Nimrod. I do early on just take a hit combo to the face, trying to parry again and just totally missing that. The nice thing with Silver Surfer is, you know, the shock damage that Nimrod can put on you can totally help you to get additional damage. You know, you can get willpower healing potentially because he takes 100% reduced shock damage and he treats it as if it's a buff. So I'm trying to get all 3 buffs up. I get 1 of the power gains, 2 furies, and then I had 2 armor ups, but he does have this special lock, what's the node? The special lockdown, special burst lockdown, which applies an armor break. So that removes 1 of them. And Silver Surfer's armor ups are very, very potent. They can help mitigate a ton of damage. There, I do get hit by the L1. Missed the dex. Didn't take a ton of damage. And then here I'm trying to get off a parry. I was trying to get back on a power gain. Didn't work. I didn't play very well on that. Get off the L2 with enough buffs to be fully unblockable, which is nice. And this is where I made the mistake. I thought the heavy wouldn't have pushed him to an L3, but it surely did. And that was just my mistake, miscalculation. I thought there was going to be plenty of power bar to work with. Was not. Shoots him to L3, so I die. So not a good showing, but definitely I think Silver Surfer is well more than capable of soloing this guy and being a solid counter in general. So I had brought a team to support him. I do have a rank 3 Mysterio. Now Mysterio is not a champ that I would consider to use against Nimrod, but my Mysterio is a rank 3. A lot of time he's just on Alliance War defense. I haven't played around with him a ton, but I do like him as a champ. So here, I dex part of that special. That's going to give me a prowess. I do not want to block parry while I have that prowess because it will apply shocks to me. Again, I kind of do a block dex out of that special, and you're going to see he is going to become fully unblockable, and I am going to be able to get a whole bunch of full dexes on the L1 in this match. So here we go. We got full unblockable. Get a full dex off, which was nice. I throw off the special 2, which is going to power drain him. We bait out his heavy, push him back up to special 2, and yeah, we are going to finish him off. Again, that special 2 is, it seems like it's too slow, but it is what it is. Like, make sure you don't try to do it too quickly, because that animation is just really slow. It's easy to dex for sure, but I feel like it's deceptively slow. Like, you question, is it really that slow? I don't know. That's what I had in my mind. Is it really that slow? And again, you're getting these prowess from the node. What's the node? I think it's the offensive specialty, where if you dex his special, you get prowess. I do get intercepted there. But yeah, if you get those prowess, you do not want to parry because he can apply shock. So I know I get another full evade there, which was nice. But those full evades are giving you the prowess, so you really can't block. Get another full evade. He's fully unblockable. Get another full L1 evade. So I feel like I'm starting to get that one down. It seems very similar to the dex timing that Dr. Doom has on his special one. I think I'm going to try to build up to a special 3 so I can get that what is it called? It's the buff that he gets to amplify your damage. Trying to wait out this guy to throw his special. Here we go. Dex all that, and I'm going to launch this special off with all 3 prowess. I think I probably should have waited so that I could have attacked more instead of trying to wait out the unstoppable. Had I waited for the unstoppable to be closer to falling off, and then yeah, so there I do get shocked because I missed the evade. It didn't kill me though, and we're gonna try to intercept this guy and get some damage in. Bait out his heavy. There we go. Keep pushing him to his special 2. So he's got that. It's not a power gain buff. I can't even remember what it's called, but he does get power gain from that purple icon. So here we're kind of getting cornered. We get an intercept. Don't have a lot of health left, but we are going to close this out. It's a little bit slow of a fight. Mysterio, definitely not a great option to use, but after I lost Surfer, I was just like, I'll try to finish off with somebody else. Definitely do get a lot of practice in for Dexian specials, because it takes a long time to get through this guy's armor. You know, one champ that I did not use that I was considering to try was Venom the Duck. I think Venom the Duck ramped up would totally melt this guy. Now, the quest paths are for using like tech armor up champs. Venom the Duck isn't a tech armor up champ, but I'm sure there are several fights that he could be ramped up on, and would help to make him a little bit more sustainable, give him more damage. And here we throw off a special 3 with I think at least one of the prowess. But yeah, I think Venom the Duck and launching a special 2 with all his armor, I think it would just totally melt this guy. So don't overlook him as an option. And yeah, we're going to finish him off right there. So Mysterio gets the assist, took about half of his health. Silver Surfer got the first half. Yeah, just be careful of having either a prowess or a regen buff on you, or even a passive. If you parry him with those active, you can turn those into a shock. So here I'm going in with Void. Void, I do mess up with Void. I mess up, I think I try Void, and then I think I try Killmonger. Killmonger's not even wouldn't be a great option just because of the constant armor breaks from the Special Burst lockdown node, but I thought Void would be good. I brought in a synergy team to, with Killmonger to give him the heal on every intimidating presence debuff that gets applied, whether it's through the passive timer or whether it's through a special 1. But again, I think I just missed some parries and I die. I don't know, there was just several times where I felt like my parry timing was very late. Where we're getting an intercept. But Void is a decent option if you have him. You know, I brought in my rank 3, and maybe I'll do a video on this sometime, because we actually had a little debate in our alliance chat. Oh, I get shocked there. Yesterday, where people were talking about, Void rank 3 low sig versus a max sig 5-star, and I was like, well, I'll go test it out. We had guy McLeod33 was like, no, Void has to be around sig 100, 120 or somewhere in there to out damage a rank 5 max sig, and there are some people that were doubting that, and so my Void is a sig, I think he might be a sig 20 in here. I think it's sig 20. I think I actually open up, spoiler alert, I open up a Void after I finish off this quest and get the 6-star shards and get them up to sig 40. But I did a test, and a 5-star outperforms damage-wise a 6-star quite significantly. I think it was like, I just did a quick run with Winter Soldier, kind of tried to play similar fight style and everything. I took down Winter Soldier with, it was like 140 hits and 3 minutes and 40 seconds for the 5-star rank 5 max sig, and then I went back in with my 6-star rank 3 sig 40, and it was 5 minutes in length, so almost like a 20%, 25% fight time difference. And then the hits was like 240 or something. It was like an extra 100 hits or so. So, yeah, maybe I'll do a video on that one of these days. I did, the stuff that I was putting together was pretty quick, just to kind of do a quick test to prove people's theories right or wrong. But yeah, Void, if I had gone in here with my rank 5, definitely think it would have been, it would be faster with the max sig ability, because you do get those intimidating presence applied quicker. And oh yeah, there, I just miss a dex on the L2, which kind of silly, but they apply quicker, which means you get more of them, which means more damage over time. And the Fear of the Void fury damage, the attack not the fury damage, but the attack damage that you get from having Fear of the Void up, like that makes up for the difference from having a rank 3 low sig. So so I go in with Killmonger. Killmonger's not a great matchup here just because of the special burst lockdown. He will be armor broken, and I won't be able to have like reverb up, and I mess up towards the very end, which we're almost to the very end. I think I die with like 10%. Yeah, I miss a parry there again. Miss a bunch of parries on this guy. I don't know if it's the parry dex game issues that are going on right now, or if I just, you know, I felt like my timing was okay, but definitely I was being late, which basically showed on the first attempt. And when I went in with guillotine, I felt like I was just kept being late. So he's got the energized node up, so he's gaining a lot of power. This time we dex the L2, we get armor broke, we got all those prowess. We don't want to parry because we'll get shocked. We don't want to get hit because we'll get shocked. Yeah, because I think it's just either any type of contact. He'll remove either prowess buff or effect, or regen buff or effect. He'll remove those and replace it with a shock. So yeah, so then we go back in with Hulk. I'm pretty certain. Do I finish? I think I might mess up with Hulk here, and then I think we tap him over with Omega. I think that's what happened. So this run was not good in any means. The last one, kind of unfortunate, but we'll practice this guy more in the uncollected and the other modes. Make sure we can get his specials down, but I do think a really solid champ would be Venom the Duck. If I were to do this again and have like another run on the Cavalier mode, I think I would have brought in Venom the Duck. And not even, you know, as far as like what buffs you'd want to have him banked up on, I don't know that I would want to have too much or any regen buffs, because those can turn into shocks, just like those prowess. I think I'd probably want to just have maybe fury and power gain, maybe crit precisions, and then try to get to an L2 and just nuke him down with the toxic armor. Champs, you know, that can slow this guy would probably be pretty decent too, so you can counter after the special 2s. And here, I wish my Hulk was awakened, because this definitely would have killed him. You know, I had like 2-3% health. We do get some adrenaline back, get the power lock, which is going to give us some willpower healing. And I can't remember where I die here. I think I died just from trying to dex out and I accidentally parry, maybe? Or maybe I try to intercept, I can't remember. But I know I do die here. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this guy. Who did you guys use that maybe that it was super effective and easy? And I try to just try a bunch of champs, and I usually try to use my champs that are ranked up the most with some synergies to kind of give them that extra boost. But Warlock for the path, it was amazing. Pretty much did all of the fights there. Yeah, just missed a dex. I'm sure other champs, Hulkbuster would probably do really well. Guillotine, anybody with armor ups can do pretty well on this last chapter. So we go in with Omega. Omega's not good at all for robots, but I only had to get a couple percent, so I'd slow my combo down, and boom. I was gonna try to lock in some spores if that was possible, but there wasn't enough health, and we're done. So we finished Cavalier. Didn't have to use any items other than the refills to smash out these when event quest. I'm only doing Cavalier. I only do event quest stuff when the solo event quest completion is on. Kind of change that up. That's probably why some of my later chapters are coming out well after the event quest has started, but that's just kind of how I'm rolling with it now to maximize my units and refill usage and all that kind of stuff. We finished it off, and we go in. We got enough crystal 6-star shards to get a 6-star crystal. Put it in the spinner, and if you were watching earlier, you heard me spoil the news, and it lands on a void. So we get another sig, 20 sigs on void. He's sig 40 now. I would have really liked to have that war machine that if it would have rolled over to it, that'd be a new champ. But more sigs on void is always good. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, fellas. Appreciate it, and hopefully this helps some, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.